Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to shave with a Gillette Techmatic. Now, I've never had one of these before. I bought it brand new. Comes in a blister pack, and you also get inside of that a little hard stand to rest the head on. Now, these were out and finished, they were developed and finished before I even started shaving. I think it came in 65, finished by about 71. They're famous for being on the Apollo moon missions, which is a good claim to fame to have, I suppose. Now this is a later model because it has the adjustable thing. It's a mild, harsh, following on from a lot of the DE razors that Gillette made. In a lot of ways, this is probably the first cartridge razor they made, and in a lot of people's opinions, it's the beginning of the end for the double-edged blade. Even though you can still buy double-edged blades now, 50 years later. But like I say, I've never had one, never used one. Got this one off eBay for £3. Brand new in the packet, £3.50 postage, so less than £7. And I thought, I'm going to get one of them. I'm going to do a nice video on it, and if it doesn't work, you'll not get to see it. So far, so good. It's set in the middle setting because that's where it was when I got it out of the packet, and I thought, that'll do for me. Now I've noticed it gets clogged up very quickly, so you need to rinse quite a lot. Now I've looked at a few of the videos on YouTube. There isn't many people using them. A lot of people don't like them. But if you look on, somebody's put some of Gillette's old advertising videos on. Well, they've just been called adverts back in the day, and they're quite good. They've got a chop. I mean, one of them's a little cartoony thing. Can't quite get under my nose properly. One of them, they've got a chap doing a full shave in 16 seconds, which is quite impressive. Obviously, we don't know what stubble he had to begin with, or how good the end result was. But part of the Gillette campaign was the hard to cut yourself with, because there's no sharp edges. You're not fiddling around with any blades. As a lot of you will know, it's a cartridge. It's flat on the end, but goes inside the head and rolls around in a sort of a figure of 8 shape. And then when you've done your shave, you roll it onto the next one. I think there's 5 different blades in there, 5 blades. How many shaves you can get from one blade, I don't know. Because when you research them, you know, as I said, there is a couple of shaving videos out there, but you know what, that's not bad. None of them tell you the longevity of the blade, how many shaves you get per blade. Don't know. Don't know at all. And the soap I'm using, it's just a little puck. It's a citrus flavoured one, scented one, sorry. It's from the Barbara, they're about £4. You know what, lather's nice, smells nice. A lot of the soaps, it must be me, smell lovely in the jar. As soon as you put them on the brush, you can't smell them. There's this one. You can't smell it. Right. We'll go across the grain now. This is not the worst shave I've ever had. This is okay. I can't really understand why they didn't last very long. You know, they only lasted, what is it, 6, 7 years? The only thing I can think is they didn't stay sharp very long, so people weren't getting value for money. You know, back in the 60s and 70s, times were hard. It wasn't long after the war. People had to look after every penny. But I don't know. If you know, drop us a comment. Oh, it's taking it off quite canny. Quite canny. Oh, I always struggle with my jawline. It's making some good noises, mate. I can understand why they did the advert where the fellow was speed shaving. You feel as though you could just whip through it, as long as nobody was checking afterwards. You know what? That's not so bad. A little bit of touching up on the neck, but that always is for me. There you go. You know, I might do a third pass. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about it, really. It's all right. It's okay. How long they lasted, like I say, I don't know. You've got to rinse it because there's not a lot of gap, so it builds up very quickly. And if there's too much soap, you're not getting the whiskers off. But apart from that, yeah, it's okay. I've spent £6.50 on it. Well worth it. Thank you very much. We'll see you again. Hello and welcome back. I've decided just to carry on and do a head shave. What I've done with the Gillette Techmatic this time is I've cranked it right over to full exposure on the blade. I did a third pass and on my face, and it was adequate. It was all right. It was better than what I thought it was going to be. You know, when you find a razor that's only been in production for 6, 7 years, you think to yourself, well, what was the matter with that? Because there's other razors been in production for 30, 40 years. So your initial thought is, yeah, there must be something wrong with it. So anyway, it's on its full setting there now. And it seems okay. It does, it seems okay. No, I normally just do 2 passes. I do a third pass if I'm going somewhere. But for just work and every day, I think for 2 passes is more than adequate. You know, if I was going wedding or a funeral, or if I had a friend and he said, you fancy a look out, maybe it's a third pass. Maybe my lack of friends is because I don't shave properly and I just do 2 passes. I don't know. I'm going to have to be very careful with the back of my head because the last blade review I did, it cut us a bit, getting a bit sore around there.
So I may just do the one pass around the back there, just to give it a chance to heal before I start doing my next blade review. Well, we're on it. I don't know whether you know or not, but I do review razor blades every week, or so. It used to be every week. It seems to be slipping a little bit at the moment. I just seem to be a little bit too busy. But every week or so, I do a blade review. So if you'd like to just have a look at my back catalogue, see what you think. Give us some likes, some comments if you don't mind. Subscribe even. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm just doing this off my own bat. It's my money I'm spending, it's my time. What I'll do before I put this in my little collection, I'll let my son use it, give him a go with it and see what he thinks. Trouble is, when when I give him something to use, I tend not to see it again. You know, long-term borrower. You know, it's a good, comfortable head shaver, this one. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Got a nice no aggravation. It's okay. There we go. Seems to be quite efficient. It's taking something off with every stroke. Well, I think it's performing better on its most aggressive setting than it did on its central one, to be honest. But my head hair is thicker on the back and the sides anyway. There's not a great deal on the top anymore. My head shaves are getting quicker because there's less and less to shave. The joys of being an old man. You know what? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'll do the back again, but just with the grain. As I say, I've got a couple of little cuts and lumps and bumps back there that's a bit sore. I'm not saying the Techmatic wouldn't get a nice smooth finish. I just don't want to aggravate it. Yep, nothing wrong with that. Right, I'm definitely gone this time. If you see one kicking about and it's only a couple of quid, if you've never used one, get it, give it a go. Worth it, just to say you've had one. Okay, bye for now, thank you.